didn't know who I was. And I was just miserable, and I looked at myself and I was like, is this as good as it gets? Am I ever going to love myself? Am I ever going to be okay with me? Am I actually ever going to look in the mirror and go, Misty, you're okay. Not just okay, you're pretty. And actually look with those eyes. Will that ever even be a possibility in this lifetime for me? Right? And I tell this story a lot, but there was a deep inner calling that told me to just sit down and be quiet. But so this culmination of this daily practice of sitting with myself and just contemplating my own thoughts. One day, I literally got punched in the face with the truth. I got knocked out, cold, cow! And it happened, I was sitting in front of my fiance at the time, and it's like the illusion just fell. All the bullshit I believed in just collapsed. Everything I thought I knew fell. And I was like, holy wow. I saw with new eyes. When they say being born again, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a religious person, but I'm incredibly spiritual. And because that's what we are, right? I literally was born again. Like, I saw everything for the first time with new eyes, fresh eyes. I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't even know what things were called. I was like, what? And then it just dawned on me, I've been lied to since the moment of my birth. I have believed every ounce of bullshit I have been taught since the moment I was born, and I haven't questioned one thing. I haven't questioned my government. I haven't questioned my religion. Well, I did. I was just seeking the truth. And so I was completely confused up top, but I've always been a seeker. Like, I know I've always known that something was not right. Something just doesn't feel right. I shouldn't be miserable. I was not born to be miserable. What is going on here? And I just was like, whoa. Wow, I've been lied to. Look, why do I even dress like this? Whoa, like, why am I living here? What, like, it just was like, what's on my walls? Why have I done this to myself? Like, who am I trying to impress? What am I trying to get out of this? Just everything came. I couldn't leave my house for 2 weeks. I couldn't have conversations with people because I would just listen to the crap coming out of their mouth, and I was just like, oh my God, listen to yourself. Like, because I realized everyone's just stuck in their story, and they just regurgitate the same crap out of their mouth every single day. In fact, it's true that we think like 70,000 thoughts a day, and like 80 to 90% of them are the exact same thoughts you thought the day before. So what do you think the words coming out of your mouth are? You think they change much? No. That's how you change your thoughts. And ever since this moment, this is when the groove came to me. This is when I quit my job. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was bankrupt. I was just like, I didn't know what end was up. But I took a huge leap of faith. And I knew, like there was this undercurrent of knowing that I wasn't born to hate myself, and there must be something. And I started in my meditations to ask myself questions, not like, who am I? What am I? What is this? What's beating my heart? What is this? What is this? What's in the stillness? What's in there? And ask myself bigger questions, like, I'm going to take you guys through a meditation that I took myself through that really woke me up big time. And I'm going to take you through the same one because it's a great wisdom tool that helps with your personal holistic development of being a whole self. And these powerful truths just came and surfaced to the top, and I just was like, wow. Wow. I've got to do something. The universe caught me. I had complete faith, and I was caught, and the rest is history. I've been traveling the world. And then 5 years ago, I sold everything I owned and moved to Mexico. Down to a suitcase, realized I don't need anything but some food and a bed. Music. And music. Right? But it wasn't until, and this is what I mean by coming to a place on the inside to find out what really truly resonates inside of you. And then learning how to formulate that and create that in your life, despite your current situation that you might be in, that you're like, well, this is just where I'm at, and this is just This is it. I know that feeling. I know a lot of people go to that and they're just like, oh, I'm too old. Or, you know, oh, I've got my kids and I've just been married to this guy for so long that it's just like, this is just it. This is what's going to happen. Right? And if there's anything that you take from here, is that how precious you are and how precious the desires of your heart are. Your deep desires, even if they go against everything that you've been taught and believe and have structured yourself into. And I will tell you, I still every day have to let go of the beliefs that I was taught when I was younger. I have to do daily work, because sometimes I feel it like a judgment rises up and I start to judge someone else for what they're doing. Right? And I start to point fingers and be like, oh my God, can you believe that they're doing this? Oh my gosh, she's divorcing her husband, she's having an affair, and blah, blah, blah. And then I catch myself and I'm just like, who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You don't know anything. Nothing. You know nothing. And especially about another human being. Especially. But the moment you judge another person, and I realized when I grew up in religion, my religion actually taught me how to judge. I was a master at it. Because no one was ever good enough. I was always judging everyone. If they, like in my religion, you couldn't even drink coffee or Coke. So anyone that drank coffee, you're going to hell.
A lot, really.
Seriously,
I drink way
honey,
too much coffee.
that's where all the fun people are.
One way to get.
That's where all the great music and all the partiers are. I'm there today. No, I'm serious. If there's a hell, that's where I want to go. Because that's where the cool people are going to be. Not the people all uptight that won't shake their asses and they're all uptight and judgmental to everybody. I want the people that let their hair down and say fuck. And they keep it real. That's where no, seriously. You have to think about where you've gone and like how things serve you and that inside environment. And at the end of the day, what's your inner world? When you lay in bed and you sit with yourself, do you go like this? I'm awesome. Oh, life is so good. Do you do that? I think we're supposed to. No, not maybe every day. Sometimes there's some pretty shitty days. There are. That's normal. But I've also learned, this is the thing, and now I'm just on this mission to learn about the brain, to learn about how we think, how our thoughts literally control our whole lives. And that we do have the power to change our thoughts. We may not think that we do, and I will tell you it will be. When they say miracle, that is truly the greatest miracle on this planet, is when someone actually changes their behavior and their thoughts. That's a miracle. Because if you do that, you can do anything. But very rarely do I ever see anyone change. Because it's so goddamn hard. Hard to change our habits. Hard to change what mommy and daddy taught us, what their mommy and daddy taught them, and to actually get to reality and find out what the truth really is for you. Outside of any religion, outside of any dogma, outside of anything, and this is what I realized for myself, is that I had to sit and let go of everything and just sit in my ownness. And not allow what I've been taught to influence what's really there. Does this make sense? And that's hard to do. It really is. And I tell you, it took me years to unravel all the crap. And I'm still unraveling it every day. Every day. Like I said, because when judgments rise up about myself, when I judge myself, or when I judge another person, I realize I have work to do. Because no one's wrong. And nothing anyone really does is bad, because I look at it like this. Whatever created us created everything. The good, the bad, the ugly, the up, the down, the yellow, the blue, the poop, the stink, the all of it. The guns, the all of it. The all of it. all of it. So to be neutral within yourself and allow everyone to be who they are, even yourself. And not to judge yourself for the thoughts that you have, the desires you have, and what's in your heart.